Welcome to Chapter 4. From Plan to Action, Delegation, Dynamic Committees, and Driving Accountability. In the last chapter, you and your board did the incredible work of building your strategic blueprint together. You have a shared vision, clear priorities, and even initial action plans. That's a monumental step. But as any leader knows, a plan without action is just a wish. This chapter is all about how you, as the leader, ensure that your brilliant strategic plan doesn't just sit on a shelf, but becomes the living, breathing engine of your organization's progress, powered by your activated board members. How do we do that? Through the art of purposeful delegation, the science of dynamic committee structures, and the discipline of driving accountability. This is how you transform your board members from well-intentioned individuals into a coordinated team of dedicated doers. The power of purposeful delegation. Every task tied to the vision. Remember those action plans you started sketching out at the end of your strategic planning sessions in Chapter 3? This is where they become gold. Purposeful delegation isn't just about handing off tasks to get them off your plate. It's about strategically assigning responsibilities that are directly linked to achieving those big, exciting strategic priorities your board just co-created. When a board member sees a clear line from the task they're asked to do, to a specific goal in the strategic plan, to the ultimate mission of the organization, that's when true engagement ignites. Their work has meaning. Their contribution is visible. They're not just doing a job, they're actively building the future they helped envision. This is the antidote to that vague feeling of, what am I supposed to be doing? That plagues so many disengaged boards. Building a dynamic committee structure for execution, your strategic workhorses. Now, for many nonprofits, the word committee can conjure up images of long, drawn-out meetings where not much gets done. We're going to flip that script. Your committees should be the dynamic workhorses of your board, the focused teams that drive progress on your strategic priorities. Moving beyond traditional, static committees. Take an honest look at your current committee structure. Is it still serving your current strategic needs? Or is it a relic of past priorities? It's okay to sunset committees that are no longer relevant or to radically redefine their purpose. Don't be afraid to move beyond just the standard committees if your strategy calls for something different. Forming committees. Aligned with strategic priorities. This is key. Your committee structure should directly mirror your strategic plan. For example, if your strategic priorities include enhancing program impact and reach, you might have a Program Impact and Evaluation Committee. Strengthening financial sustainability and diversifying funding. This clearly calls for a robust fundraising and resource development committee and a strong finance and audit committee. Increasing community awareness and engagement. A marketing and strategic partnerships committee could take the lead. Ensuring excellent governance and board effectiveness. This is the domain of your Governance and Board Development Committee, which we'll talk more about in the next chapter. The names can vary, but the function must align with the strategy. Crafting clear committee charters. Their roadmap to success. Every committee needs a clear, written charter. This isn't bureaucratic busy work. It's essential for focus and accountability. A good charter includes purpose. Why does this committee exist? What specific part of the strategic plan does it support? Key responsibilities and deliverables. What are its main duties and expected outcomes? E.g., develop and oversee the annual fundraising plan. Recommend new program evaluation metrics. Identify and cultivate 3 new strategic partners this year. Membership and chair. Who serves on the committee? How is the chair selected? Aim for members whose skills and passions align with the committee's work. Authority. What decisions can the committee make on its own? What needs to be brought to the full board for approval? Meeting frequency and reporting. How often will it meet? How will it report its progress to the full board? Action point. You'll find a sample committee charter template in the resources for this chapter to get you started. Empowering committee chairs. The mini-leaders. A strong committee chair is vital. They are responsible for scheduling and facilitating productive committee meetings, ensuring the committee stays focused on its chartered responsibilities and deliverables. Encouraging participation from all committee members. Reporting the committee's progress and recommendations to the full board. Action point. Provide your committee chairs with support, training, if needed, and clear expectations. They are key leaders in your board structure. Delegating roles and responsibilities, the art of matching talent to task. Now that you have a strategic plan and a dynamic committee structure, or are refining your existing one, it's time for the nuanced work of delegating specific roles and responsibilities. This is where your insights from the Board Reignition Audit, Chapter 2, and those individual activation plan conversations become invaluable. Match skills and experience. This is the obvious one. If you need someone to scrutinize financials, your CPA board member is a natural fit for the Finance Committee. Tap into passion and interests. Don't just look at resumes. What genuinely excites your board members? Someone might have a day job in accounting but a deep personal passion for community outreach. They could be a star on your marketing and partnerships committee. When people work on things they care about, their energy and creativity soar. Consider growth opportunities. Is there a board member who wants to develop leadership skills? Perhaps they could co-chair a committee with a more experienced member. Balance the workload. Ensure that responsibilities are distributed equitably and that no single individual or committee is overburdened. Be clear with the ask. When delegating, clearly explain the task, its connection to the strategic plan, the expected outcome, the timeline, and the resources available. Action point. Use the Matching Skills and Passions to Strategic Needs worksheet provided in the resources. This tool can help you systematically think through how to best leverage each board member's unique contributions. Putting accountability processes in place. Making sure the work gets done and celebrated. Delegation without accountability can lead to dropped balls and frustration. Accountability, when done right, isn't about being punitive. It's about creating a culture of shared responsibility and celebrating progress. Clear expectations for committee. Reporting. How and when will committees report their progress, challenges, and recommendations to the full board? E.g., written reports submitted before board meetings, brief verbal updates during meetings. Ensure these reports are concise, focused on strategic progress, and allow for board discussion and decision-making where needed. Regular progress reviews. Against strategic goals. Don't wait until year-end to see how things are going. The board should regularly review progress against the strategic plan's goals and KPIs. Action point. Implement a simple accountability dashboard. This could be a one-page visual summary, shared at each board meeting or quarterly, that tracks progress on your top 3 to 5 strategic priorities and their key metrics. This keeps the plan front and center and allows for timely course corrections. You'll find a template for this in the resources. The crucial role of the board chair, the Chief Accountability Officer. The board chair, in partnership with the ED/CEO, plays a pivotal role in driving accountability. This includes ensuring committee chairs are fulfilling their roles, gently following up on commitments and action items, facilitating board discussions that focus on strategic progress and problem-solving, championing a culture where everyone feels responsible for contributing to the plan's success. Your actionable takeaways from this chapter. To equip you for this critical stage of translating plans into action, here are the resources you'll find for this chapter. Sample Committee. Charter Template, a framework to help you define the purpose, responsibilities, and authority of your board committees. Matching Skills and Passions to Strategic Needs. Worksheet, a tool to guide you in thoughtfully assigning board members to committees and tasks. Simple Accountability Dashboard. Template, an example of how to visually track and report progress on your key strategic goals. Delegating purposefully, building dynamic committees, and fostering a culture of supportive accountability. These are the actions that breathe life into your strategic plan. This is how your board members truly become dedicated doers, each playing a vital part in a coordinated effort. It's about creating a system where everyone knows their role, feels empowered to contribute their best, and sees how their individual efforts connect to the larger mission. With these structures and processes in place, your board is now primed for even greater effectiveness. In the next chapter, we'll focus on how to continuously empower and equip these dedicated individuals for ongoing success and impact.